what I'm saying? I'm here with the champ.
Thank you, Hilltop. Yo, this is a good dude, by the way. He hooked up with the champ. He's showing us love and showing us how to maneuver. We appreciate you. You the champ.
Oh, yeah, man. You already know, man. You already know.
Salam sejahtera, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome on board a Malaysia Airlines flight MH4 from Kuala Lumpur to London. My name is Alif Yoska, your co-pilot with me on the flight.
I fell asleep in Jamaica, woke up in Puerto Rico. I'm talking business with my amigo. Yeah, this shit here easy like a free throw. Bad is screaming Hilltop every time I land. In South Asia with a bad thing from Thailand. You know I am, they know I'm the man. I'm not Dominican, but I know Republicans. I know some Africans, I know some Mexicans. Boy, I'm even plugged in way in Pakistan. Got a bad thing waiting on me in Barcelona. She say, where you coming from? I told her Arizona. I'ma push up on her when I leave Cambodia. Then we gon' fly to Jamaica and we gon' roll it up. Then we gon' smoke it up. Then we gon' hit the scene. Ain't no telling where we going, probably the Philippines. Or maybe Costa Rica, or maybe Vietnam. No matter where we go, baby, we going down. And don't you worry about nothing, cause you know I'm on. I got it on me like a racket, this a desert storm. I'm just a Southside baby. You can name a place, but Hilltop done been though. I'm with the dream team, you know we going crazy. All around the world, I'm in there well.
What's good? What's good? Shalom, 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 family. You tuned in to a special show. You know what I'm saying? This is a double, triple channel. You know what I'm saying? Live going on right now, man. This is sponsored by the Scorn Black Man Podcast, episode 55. You know, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, guilty until proven innocent? Question mark. I got my co-host over here, the good brother, Don Yehuda, from Fire Talk Radio Podcast, man. Y'all do us a favor, man. Go hit the like buttons, man. Go hit the subscribe buttons on both channels, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you tuned in right now to the Scorn Black Man Podcast, but I'm going live from the Hilltop Traveling Everywhere channel as well. The brother Don Yehuda is going live from Fire Talk Radio. Don Yehuda, what's going on, my good brother?
Man, we back. It's been a minute, but we back up in here. I'm good, bro. How you been doing?
Man, doing lovely, man. Doing lovely, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had to touch this topic, man. I was like, man, shit, I'm gonna share this on the Traveling channel too, man, because it's a hot topic, and I think, you know, conversations like, you know, like we gonna have probably is long overdue. You know what I mean? This ain't about bashing on black men, but this is about, you know what I'm saying, trying to straighten up our community. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, you know, so like I said, we're going live from so many channels right now, and the hot topic is P. Diddy, man. So let me read you the description of the show. But the title of the show, once again, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, guilty until proven innocent. We're going to see Sean Combs has been accused of sex trafficking and rape, amongst other things. Is this the end of P. Diddy? Will Puff Daddy be doing the Diddy bop on Mr. Gay Blade in the chain gang while getting the gang bang? Let's talk about it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Don Yehuda, man.
You know,
go ahead, brother.
No, I was gonna say you kind of started it out earlier. It's a lot of mixed emotions over this Diddy thing, to be honest, man. You've been seeing the comments and everything people have been saying about the situation. Motherfuckers like torn apart about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People are torn, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, people do anything for money, man. And you know how people they love to idolize things, you know what I'm saying? They'll turn anything into a damn idol, you know. So when they see celebrities, especially black celebrities, our people want to imitate and do whatever, you know what I'm saying, they think that this person is doing to make and achieve that fame and that money. But what you don't know is what that person is really doing. You know what I mean? And so we be hearing all kind of stories about industry, because we don't cover it in a couple of Scorn Black Man podcast series. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't cover that, about artists, actors, all the entertainers, you know what I'm saying, doing certain things to achieve that level of fame. We don't heard things about, directors slipping things in your drinks. Some of the things that Puff Daddy, P. Diddy has been accused of, spiking the champagne, spiking the liquor. These bottles is for them. These bottles is for us. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you wake up and you got jizz around your butthole and your butthole sore. You got jizz and sticky stuff all around your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody don't slips on your drink, you don't got loose or passed out, and they don't ran you like a damn $2 whore, man. You know what I'm saying? And we heard all kind of executives and everybody talk about these type of things. You know what I'm saying? And so P. Diddy isn't the first, and he won't be the last that comes out of this whole ordeal. Because if you notice, they try to start off with R. Kelly, but R. Kelly been told you, hey man, I'm telling you right now, a bunch of motherfuckers been going down. And they've been insinuating that, Jay-Z could be next, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of other people. You know what I'm saying? You really hear a lot of celebrities quiet about this right now. All the ones that went to the Diddy parties, you know what I'm saying? And man, I heard some crazy stories. I know y'all been hearing some crazy stories about, what's going on, what went on at Diddy parties and this, that, and the third. And I'm gonna play you a little something from Cocaine, the West Coast. He like a harmonizer, like a Nate Dogg, you know what I'm saying, like a sugar-free type person. And he went to one of the Diddy, he worked with Diddy on a couple of projects, and he gonna tell you about, what happened when Diddy took him to a party, though. You know what I'm saying? But this is an open panel. We want to hear from all you brothers, sisters, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come on. I'm gonna put that StreamYard, you know what I'm saying, link in the chats, you know what I'm saying, so it don't hit every chat it is right now. Then shout out to Brothers of Doc, you know what I'm saying, in the house. So check this out. You want me to? I'm gonna play this Cocaine thing, man, real quick, Danya Huda. You know what I'm saying, man? Give them some shameless plugs real quick.
Yeah, you definitely tuning in to the Scorn Black Man podcast. Definitely like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We see the subscribers is jumping up. Also go to Fire Talk Radio podcast. I'll be dropping some new stuff soon. So definitely like, share, subscribe on that channel too.
เป็นกรดไหลย้อนแสบร้อนกลางอกต้องลองหมอนใบนี้นี่คือหมอนกันกรดไหลย้อน
Like, man, let me just play this clip, man. We're gonna come back.
There, she was married to somebody from Compton at that time. The home.
Hold on, Faith was married to somebody from Compton?
Yeah. So he was out there, right? Mm-hmm. And it was cool. So he said, we're going to the studio later that night. So we get to the studio. He's jamming, playing all the new stuff, doing his little dancing and shit.
So he really be dancing, the animated and shit,
dancing,
doing all that
stuff?
He
was being.
Boy, I said, go on, bust a move. No. You want to right now. Look at it.
Hey, it never dawned on
shake his shoulders.
It never dawned on me, he was being cool. Like, you cool. Like, you cool. Everybody in there cool. So I do my work, and he's like impressed and shit. I did. Sometimes I'm lonely. Mm-hmm. He said, we're going to this poppin' club tonight. I said, okay. So I hop in the whip with him. Nice little car. The dude pull out a tray full of ecstasy. It's no bullshit. And it's, everybody knows, so it's a story. So I'm just telling the story. I said, nah, I don't want none. So we go to the club, and on the first floor, it's cool. Everybody chilling. Second floor is cool. Everybody chilling. When we get up to the third floor, it's kind of different. It hit different. This dude over there doing something to that dude. This dude over there doing something to that dude. And we are in a round circle with bottles and shit. I didn't get nothing to drink either. I looked at this nigga like this.
Talk to him.
Like, look at it. Give me that shit.
I was like, motherfucker, if you don't get me, I had that look. Like, he seen I went with the program.
Yeah.
So he dropped me off immediately, and I didn't see him no more. Next day, I was on the airplane, got my chalupas, and that was that. And I always kept that story to myself. You know what I'm saying? I just started sharing it because, you know, anybody do trafficking or whatever it is, you green, purple, blue, you know, because everybody say, especially us as people, they say, well, I always want to tear the black man down, the black man down. No. What he did, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's his business between him and God. But that was my experience, you know, with Mr. Diddy.
So
Yo, that's crazy.
damn, man. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got the similar story, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Listen, man. Did it take the man, you know what I'm saying, man, doing some music. Hey, you know what I'm saying, with the studio, boom, boom, boom. Hey, man, we gonna go party. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man, you get the club. God damn, this bitch jumping first floor. Ooh, this bitch jumping. Go to the second floor. All right, you know what I'm saying? This bitch, okay, a little more private up here. You don't bring your females up in here, you know what I'm saying? Go to the third floor. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Men on men over here slobbing each other down and probably whacking each other off. You know what I'm saying? What they say in Thailand, chow wow. And chow wow, chow wow each other off up there. And but you hear what he said right before they walked in the club. Didn't them had a tray full of damn you know what I'm saying? 'Cause he keep people around him and they walk around with trays of ecstasy. And they said they walk around his compound. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they said they walk around his compounds with plates of cocaine, man. Cause all of a sudden Diddy starts, you know, he started smoking weed. They say he wasn't smoking weed. Yeah, they say he a full-blown drug addict now, though. They say, you know, coke, X, whatever it is, man. Diddy is on it and he's supplying it. You know what I mean? But he said, dude had a tray for the exorcist, you know what I'm saying? And trying to give him one. Diddy trying to loosen you up. Diddy trying to loosen you up, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little loose and shit. And then put, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you twerking in the pool like Meat Meal. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You twerking in the pool. You know what I'm saying? But there's another story.
But hey, you know, the first time this came out was with Exhibit, though. Remember? Exhibit years ago had first brought it to the table.
What's that that dude, that reporter, man? He been around since Tupac and them, man. All Tyreek, is it Tyreek or it's something like that, but you know, he got the little, he already like a little pro like thing.
He used to be on BET.
Right. But anyway,
he's
in the news right now telling his story of his nephew. So he said his nephew had to be a A&R intern.
I think his name Torre or something like
that. Torre, that's it. So Torre sent this nephew up there to be an intern. So the nephew, you know what I'm saying, was the intern or whatever. He said everything was going good, you know what I'm saying, like 3 months or so or whatever. And then the nephew just came back all of a sudden, and he said, he asked him what happened. He said, Diddy just all of a sudden told him, hey man, you gotta come sleep with me tonight. And dude said, nah, I ain't sleeping with nobody. You know what I'm saying? He said, Diddy told him just like that, man, hey man, you gotta come sleep with me tonight. He said, nah. He said, man, the next day, Diddy sent him on a plane back on home, you know what I'm saying? You've been relieved of your duties. Because you ain't giving up the booty. You've been relieved of your duties because you ain't giving up the booty. That's what Diddy say. You know what I'm saying?
Wanted the Diddy ball real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you ain't giving up that, you know what I'm saying, them butt cheeks, and if he can't clap, it ain't happening, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what you got to think about all this situation?
I want to put a disclaimer out there because, like I said earlier, it's a lot of people. I was reading some comments as the day is going, and especially tonight before we jumped on. And, you know, you got a lot of people out there saying, don't tear a black man down. You know, it's only us that speak against our own community and things of that nature. But to be honest with you, this isn't a black or white thing. This is a right or wrong thing. And we're not saying Diddy did it. We don't know. Nobody knows. But where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And we've been hearing these rumors for years about Diddy, same-sex community, bisexual, doing things. I remember when he was with J-Lo, and they did an interview with her shortly after the Sean and the club situation with Sean allegedly shooting the person. And she had told the reporter that she had seen some things that was happening around while she was with Diddy, and she never went into details. She kind of left it like she saw some troubling things, and it always sat with me like, dang, what was she referring to? Because at that time, none of these rumors was out there. There was no rumors of alleged, homosexual parties. There was no rumors of any sex trafficking or abuse or things like that, at least not to the public. So now looking at it in hindsight, yeah, exactly. Now looking at it in hindsight, now I see what J-Lo may have been alluding to when she was there, because, at that time, he on top of the world. He got the baddest female pop singer at the time with J-Lo. Biggie just passed away, so he riding high on all the little music he was dropping at that time. And Sean just came in. So Sean was like one of the hottest new artists coming up at that time. So Diddy was on top of the world. That was kind of like his beginning of his ascension as Diddy without Biggie or anybody else. He was coming into his own. So I can only imagine what was going on at the mansion, at these parties, because this is the same time when Exhibit was talking about him and Superhead went to the party. They started looking off into the distance, and they seen some man-on-man action. He said, yo, we got to get up out of here.
Man, like you said, it wasn't known to the public way back then, but it was known amongst the entertainment, amongst the music industry. Because if you could go back to all those, listen to Suge Knight and Tupac and other people talk about, and even Reggie Wright be bringing it out now about how they already knew, about Diddy. I mean, they were bringing that stuff out, kind of then, but it wasn't, we didn't have like this social media, thing where evidence could just be popped up everywhere. It was kept really kind of behind closed doors, Because they said that Suge had a tape of somebody, of some men rappers, getting it on. And
yeah, I remember that.
I forgot the whole background of the story, but man, they try to get you up in that game, man. The boy want to be rap star so bad, and you want to be a movie star, and this right here in the third, and that's the real definition of selling your soul. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real definition. You know what I'm saying? What the scripture say?
Right.
What is a man? Gain if he loses his damn soul? You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to gain all this wealth, all this fame, but you lose your soul. You sell your soul to the devil by sucking on rods and taking it up the ass. Pause. But that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of people will sell their soul for that money. A lot of people think that's the end all be all, man.
Listen, man. If flies and mosquitoes and nets on the wall can talk, man, you would probably be so shocked at all your favorite, entertainers, or what they don't have to do to get in positions to get the roles and get the the music, because all that shit is set up, It's set up, for it's rituals, man. It's witchcraft, actually, To really be honest with you. They're doing witchcraft or rituals on your ass. That's why they be throwing up all these little symbols here and symbols there. Yep. They've been down with, And I remember that one movie, man. It's an old movie, and I think it was who was it? I think it was Holly Berry or Diana Ross. Remember Diana Ross? Mm. And she was going to get a movie role, right? Okay. And it's a movie, like, so she auditioned for a movie role, and the producer told her, you gotta have sex, with the producer or whatever. So she have sex with the producer, white guy, and they finished. She like, okay, so I get the role. He said, oh, you ain't through. You got to, you got to fuck all them. And he opened the damn door, man. It's a line full of honkies walk all the way goddamn down. They all the producers of the goddamn, hold on one second. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember if she went through with it or whatever,
She's
but
a popular actress. I forget her name. She was
yeah. It wasn't Donna Ross. It was I can't remember.
No, it wasn't Donna Ross. It was a chick. I think she played in the Riddick movie with Vin Diesel. She kind of like light brown skin. She's been in a lot of movies. She's very slim. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I said, what the hell? You got to go all the way down, man. A line full of honkies, man, all the way down, man. She got to, but this is what they'll do, you know what I'm saying? Anything strange, you know what I'm saying? Just to get some goddamn change. I mean,
right.
I mean, you got to learn how to say no. What Cat Williams said on that Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying, interview? You got to tell Diddy no. You know, so you got to tell people no, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it just ain't Diddy doing this. Diddy's got this from his panhandlers. You know what I'm saying? And they put him as a gatekeeper and a panhandler, you know what I'm saying? For us, for the Negroes, you know what I'm saying? All right, you want to be famous, man, we're going to put you through. You got to go through Diddy. You got to go through Jay-Z. We're going to give you some other people, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And it's levels to that shit. It's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Once you get up to Diddy and Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already making millions and millions and millions of dollars. See, they couldn't control Ye. They couldn't control Ye, you know what I'm saying? And see, Ye talking, he going to talk, you know what I'm saying? Ye going to talk, he going to tell, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, what's real. And he, when a little situation was going on with him with the Jewish statement, say him and Puppet was going back and forth. He was told, he said, Puppet, you know what I'm saying, man, you just controlled by your panhandlers, man, and you been you know what I'm saying, a puppet, you know what I'm saying, over your own people, you know what I mean? And he was going in a little bit of details, you know what I'm saying, but he, you know what I'm saying, I guess he probably didn't know this, but he was coming down, you know what I'm saying? Something going on with him where they want Diddy to snitch on somebody. And also, that raid isn't just about, I don't think it's just about these little sexual things going on, because, you know, according to the law, unless they got him on tape, and we're going to play something else in a second, raping somebody, if it's consensual sex, well, you know, he's just a freak, you know what I'm saying? But though, they say that the situation with Tupac murder and Keefe D, that Keefe D matter, you know, well, we already know he already on TV snitching anyway, you know what I'm saying, on people on podcasts snitching. But they say he might have, you know, told the feds some more shit. They might have went there to try to see, can they find something, you know what I'm saying, woo, you know what I'm saying, or the third. But yeah, I mean, you know, Diddy got a lot of, right now, man, you know, if he could beat this situation, he just need to go lay low, you know what I'm saying, and probably go, you know what I'm saying, go to Indonesia, man, like, you know what I'm saying, go out there with Russell, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, come on this way to Southeast Asia, man, but go to Indonesia, man, and go chill with Russell, man. Russell don't build a whole damn.
Maybe he can come out there to Thailand with you, brother.
Man, you know, man,
pop out in Thailand.
Yeah, hey, for what? Hey, but for his type of partying, oh, you know what I'm saying? You like, you know what I'm saying? Did it be out here hitting lady boys, man, and take that, you know, you know what I mean? And did it be, man, did it parties to be, he, you know, but he gonna be exclusive off, you know, but he gonna have a bunch of lady boys and everything, man, because it might be his type of show, you know what I'm saying? If he go, you know what I'm saying? Because he can find that,
himself out there.
Yeah, the number one surgeries for all that type of shit in the world is that, you know what I'm saying? So he could have his fun though, man. But I don't want to be long with it. But man, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? What you think about all those situations, man? Because he, you know, this might be some shit with Keefe D. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little mixture, man. You know, then I mean, Diddy got all kind of shit coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Even though Keefe D is locked up on a state charge in Nevada, that's a, you know what I'm saying? Because that murder is a state charge. But though, you know, the feds could acquire a statement from him because of what's the name. So they could bring some charges on him. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be a RICO and racketeering, you know what I'm saying? More charges they want to, you know what I'm saying, pile up on you to get you to plead guilty or something. Because how the feds work too. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I knew when Cassie and her lawyers came back, when they went to file a suit against Diddy, when they added that sex trafficking in there, I knew it was only a matter of time before they were coming to get Diddy in some capacity, because the legal language, as we're seeing right now, open the doors for all of the law enforcement community to come in. And like you said, they're not just going in there for the sex trafficking, because they obviously heard all of these rumors before. They heard about the Diddy parties and all that. We'd be dumb to think that the Alphabet Boys don't have no, inside intel on what's going on at these parties, so forth and so on. But now it's not like, it's like Denzel said in Training Day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So once her and her legal team put that on paperwork, now that gave them the ability to go to the judge and ask for a warrant of his premises. And they had to do it at the same time, just in case, nobody could destroy any possible evidence that they was going to come across. So now that leaves you the question, okay, if they're not just going in there for sex trafficking, what else are they going in there for? Well, if they find anything else, that's going to allow any branch of the arm of the law to now get involved in the case. If they find any guns, isn't that the ATF? You know what I'm saying? They find any drugs, that's the DEA. They find anything in there that's illegal, is going to fall under its respective law enforcement branch, to where they can now do their own investigation, or they can do a unified front to bring Diddy down. And that don't even mention anybody that possibly may be tied into that. Because if you're really looking at what's going on, bro, you see they're starting to now slide in names like Jay-Z. So you're getting a little bit of a preview of what possibly might be coming down the line of who they're going to try to go after. And seemingly, it seems like all the big names within our community. It's like Eddie Griffith said, no black celebrity can make it out of the game unscathed. It's very rare that you'll see a black celebrity make it out of the game unscathed. In some form of fashion, they're going to try to put some dirt on your name. And we know that, like Jay-Z and them was speaking up on certain topics that can kind of ruffle the feathers of the administration. Diddy also, Diddy had the power to sway, he was getting into the political game here and there, swaying the vote, speaking out on social issues, things of that nature. Anything that can kind of go against the administration, that now puts you on the target list. And we've seen that happen time and time again with various people. Look at Nick Cannon when he had your boy on there from PE, from Public Enemy, and they was talking. They almost took all of his shows away from him. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, for real. So, Kanye, a lot of things been going on with a lot of people. They speak their mind. That's you say the right thing. They say they're gonna come for all your assets, your money, and things of that nature. So we just got to stay tuned in. We don't know if this brother did it, but damn, man, after all these years and these allegations, if he hasn't cleaned up anything that's going to incriminate him, he's dumb.
Man, I mean, but that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You basically is getting set up from the get-go. So as soon as when you at the beginning of your career and you sign or whatever you're doing, movies, music, or whatever kind of entertainment you're doing, you know what I'm saying? They kid you to all these parties, you know what I'm saying? You getting put in compromising situations, but you being recorded, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You being, you being surveillance, you know what I'm saying? And then so after years, and they don't build you up, you became this, you hitting levels of stardomship. You all the way to the top now. Like you say, as soon as you buck up, because you feel like you could buck up then, because they let you know they got you on the leash. You know what I'm saying? They could pull all that away from you just like that. But now you got to a certain point, you're like, man, I got $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? I got millions. You know what I mean? So now you buck up against the system. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the right thing by bucking up against it. But they're going to hit you with something. You know what I'm saying? All the evidence they don't gather against your ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what I'm saying, from the wild parties where they don't got you drugged up and you know what I'm saying, passed out and did things to you, or got you so high and you know what I'm saying, on all these different damn drugs that you don't win and had, you know what I'm saying, homosexual acts with, you know what I'm saying, with men and women and probably animals, you're doing bestiality and everything else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so now they got you, you know what I'm saying? And now they got you, all right, well, this is what we got right here. And you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Or they hit you with, we're going to pull away everything. You're going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? You're going to prison, this, right, and the third. Now you got to give in to whatever, you know what I'm saying, they want you to do. They want you to apologize. You know what I'm saying? They may want you to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, somebody. You know what I mean? And we don't heard stories about that right there, you know what I'm saying, over here. But, you know, it's getting real because I'm telling you, Diddy, I mean, we just got to see the kind of people who they don't hit with all these type of little situations. You know what I'm saying? It came at Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, with the same thing. You know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you gave me some Quaaludes. And you know what I'm saying? I asked for the Quaaludes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they got the dude, when somebody with them type of situations, I don't think, you know, Cosby ain't forced no Quaaludes down your damn throat. You asked for, you know what I'm saying? No. You asked for it. Now, in a situation with Diddy, the situation with Diddy, there's a producer called, you know what I'm saying, Gerard, but they call him Little Rod or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Little Rod. No Diddy.
You know, Little Rod. Pause, no point intended, right? So they called him Little Rod. And Little Rod was the producer making all the beats and stuff and whatever. And he was talking about, you know, how Puffy just was, you know, abusing him. I mean, he said he grabbed his butthole. I'm like, grabbed his butthole? Like, how can you do that? I don't, but I mean, Diddy trying to, forcing him, talking about some, he partying with Diddy. Next thing you know, he wakes up in the bed with Diddy and two other naked men. You know, did you hear all the stories he was saying? Because you know what I'm saying, I know he said that one right there. Yeah. That one just stood out to me.
Yeah, he had matter of fact, he threw Cuba Gooding Jr. under the bus also. He said Cuba Gooding and Diddy had him in the studio, and Diddy seeming like passed him off to Cuba Gooding Jr., who came over and started hitting on him and, you know, trying to touch on him. He eventually told him no, you know, pushed him up off of him. But you know what the strange thing about all this stuff is, just like with the Bill Cosby case and everybody else, a lot of these so-called victims somehow, some way, always find their way back in the presence of these same people after they allegedly getting assaulted. Make it make sense. That math ain't mathing, because if you're doing something that I'm not in agreement with, especially something like you're trying to touch me, trying to push up on me, and you're a man, we're not even going to be in the same environment together after that. You know, a lot of times, you know, men going to eventually assault the aggressor. So if Cuba Gooding trying to touch you, you know, I'm thinking, you know, a fight breaks out in the studio. After that, you like, yo, these dudes ain't right. These dudes some flames. Yo, they try to do this, do that. This is what led to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, lawsuits is being filed and all that, but nobody like does this at the time of these accusations. And this is the reason why a lot of these perpetrators who might actually be doing it might, you know, get the benefit of the doubt, because you're sitting back like, bro, if this man pushing up on you and you're not a homosexual, you don't, you know, float that way, how is it that you're still doing business with him? How is it that you're still in the same environment with these cats that just try to do this to you? It don't make no sense.
And I'm glad you brought up Cuban Gooding, because I almost forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? That was part of the Little Rod, you know what I'm saying, story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they basically, you know what I'm saying, you know how niggas be doing, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, these thought by her, man. She, you know what I'm saying, put you off on you, you know what I'm saying? You put you off on the next nigga. You put on that they doing men. This is how they doing men, man. You know, they got the girlfriends and the wives out front, and they making them go get gay men. They making them go get gang bang. You know what I'm saying? What Cassie, I know you know, you know what I'm saying? I know you know a whole lot about the Cassie situation. Break the Cassie situation down for them and tell them, you know what I'm saying, what she was, you know what I'm saying, talking about some that she was enduring, because damn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, basically he was passing her off like a blunt. Throughout the years, they was together for about 10 years. You know, so like a Philly, he was passing her around. He had her going out getting male prostitutes. She was saying that you know, he would either masturbate watching her with the male prostitutes. I want to say allegedly he might have even joined in. I don't know if the transcripts actually said that or not. He used to abuse her. There is a video or two floating around where she's balled up on the balcony floor, crying, holding herself like in the cradle position, and he's standing over her talking smack. I mean, Diddy was doing all type of shit. Yeah, that video's out there. There's a couple of videos out there. So, you know, depending on what she has, because I know she has some evidence. She has to have some evidence. And on top of that, somebody was saying that she's going to have to cooperate with them boys, because even though she was victimized, he used her to lure in other victims. So if she don't cooperate, those victims could essentially come back and, you know, press charges or file against her. So in order for her to get some level of immunity, she's going to have to probably go further into the rabbit hole as far as what Diddy was involved with, what he did, what she's seen, what she was a part of, and what happened to her. So yeah, she was getting male prostitutes. He'll sit there and watch. You know what I'm saying? Masturbate. That's like the main big thing they was talking about. And it's like, at the end of the day, no respectful man that I know of. I mean, you know, this new generation, you know, they fly a different way. But hey, I'm not going to sit there and watch my woman get banged out by another dude. That's just what it is. And so she filed, I think she got 30 million out of the deal, messing with him, because, like I said, once the sex trafficking allegations came into play, he settled the very next day. He said initially he wasn't going to even settle, but as soon as that aspect came out, I'm sure his legal counsel said, yo, settle. Don't let this go any further. He should have did it before that point. So now he's all jacked up. And then you don't even know what's going on with the Keefe D situation. They've been hush-hush on that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, man, you know what I'm saying? She's going to have to go further down that rabbit hole. And that rabbit hole run deep as hell. That's a deep rabbit hole over there, man. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
He making a thing. He making, hey man, you come here, man. You smash her. Hey man, all three of y'all smash her at one time. We'll see how many rods you can put her in her mouth. Little rod, you get in there because you got a little rod. You can put it in her mouth too. Right now, you gonna get her in the butt hole. You gonna get her in the cooter hole. I'm like, man, what the hell? Hey, he probably had, because the way he's just a man. These stories are just super freaky. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? You could just kind of picture 10 minutes. Man, she got rods in her hand, man. They sticking rods in her ears, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they got all kinds of things. How would they put 2 rods in a cooter hole and 2 and one in the booty hole? Like, man, what the? And you know, Diddy is making all these women do that. What's the girl he was just with? Young Miami.
Young what's her name? Young Miami or something like that?
Yeah, Young Miami. Yeah. Whatever, you know, she's talking about some, you know, Diddy like to pee on her. She like to get peed on by Diddy, and it's all kind of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He an R. Kelly protege.
Man. Now, speaking of cause this how, you know, him and a woman got press charges on him and Aaron Hall, because remember we talked about that before. One of the last episode we had to do, talking about with Diddy's some other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
But the woman, you know what I'm saying, say that, you know, they basically, you know, forced her to have sex with both of them, you know what I'm saying, and kept her hostage in there for a little while, and blase. But the stories with him and Diddy, like, you know, comparing, you know what I'm saying, could Aaron Hall talking, so yeah, man, you know, about all the niggas I hang around, he just start naming all the niggas he hang around, right? And out of all them, man, you know what I'm saying, I got the biggest rod, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Ask Diddy now. Diddy will tell you, I whip it out right in front of all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, Aaron Hall, that nigga talk. That nigga Aaron Hall, man, he say, hey, that nigga he got a foul mouth. He crazy man. Yeah, I put my dick out. You know what I'm saying? Which one of you motherfuckers got a bigger dick? Now, this nigga here is about crazy, man.
Yeah. And he said that's the Bob on YouTube.
Man, on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just, I'm like, wow, man, like this type of stuff just goes on, man. Like them homosexual rituals is nothing but the damn devil, man. That's that witchcraft, man. That's that witchcraft down here, who the man I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
All that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, or is these white folks just picking people? I mean, is they that good at picking people from, you know what I'm saying, all over the damn country and all over the damn world to, you know, that's willing to get in this freaky homosexual type, you know, abusive, sex trafficking, you know, graping, which, you know what I'm saying, take the GR, you know what I mean, I'm saying, the GR, you know what I'm saying, you know what it is, we can't really say them kind of words on there, but we're going to say raping, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just forcing all this. I mean, man, all I can do, I mean, Diddy party, I mean, what is it? What does it smell like? Spit, blood, and boo-boo? Remember that? I mean, spit, blood, and boo-boo just mix all around. I don't damn know. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. What the hell is going on, man? Hey, man, y'all tuned in, man, to the Scorn Black Man podcast, man. I'm going live also on Hilltop Traveling Everywhere, man. And the brother Dunya, who the Fighter Talk Radio podcast, also streaming this live, man. Y'all hit the subscribe button on all the channels. Y'all hit the like button, man. It's an open panel right now. We're going live from Facebook too, from both Facebook pages, man. Facebook, y'all can't get the stream yard link to come on, you know, so y'all got to go on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and hit that stream, y'all. It's an open panel, man. We want to hear from the crowd, man. Know y'all out there, man. Go ahead and hit that damn stream yard button. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Give your opinion about this, man. But this is kind of crazy, man. Like, it's getting kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying, with him, you know what I mean? And like I say,
it's well blown out of proportion at this point. And
you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, he been partying so hard. It's like you said earlier, once they get to this status of fame and fortune and notoriety, I really believe they think they're untouchable. I think that they do so much dirt and they don't get called out on it. They don't get prosecuted about it. Nothing happened. They think they're untouchable. And it just be these moments like this where you think you got the right person in the palm of your hand and they be the ones that bring your whole empire down. That's exactly what Cassie did. But matter of fact, hey, let me bring a little script out on this because this script right is real relevant right now to this. This is coming out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, except that the Most High of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, meaning if he didn't leave brothers and sisters like ourselves that bring these topics out, speak on these topics, expound on it, point out the wrong that people are doing, this is what was going to happen. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So what it's saying is a lot of deviancy, a lot of immorality will run rampant like it's doing right now because you don't have many men or many women that's upholding anything that's moral, anything that's righteous unto the Most High as far as steering the masses right or left. We got a lot of people just living off the whim of what they want to do. You know, I feel like this, I'm going to do this. I want to do this, so I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't think about the consequences down the road. You know, just like we were just talking about with Diddy. He been hearing these rumors and these rumor mill for years. Do you think that it came across his mind to ever stop doing what he's doing? I mean, you had a woman for 10 years, a beautiful woman by the name of, or her stage name is Cassie. And then you do all of these things. You had Kim Porter before that. They said he broke her nose, you know what I'm saying, and did other things. You know, Gene, the ex-bodyguard, I think it's Gene Dill, he be talking all type of stuff like the art of dialogue and everything, just bringing out little tidbits of information. So you have a lot of things going on, and yet this brother never changed up his lifestyle or his lifestyle choices to his benefit. It's crazy how they living out in Hollywood and everywhere else, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They say after the raid, you know, in the house of his sons just hired El Chapo lawyer, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some you know, excessive force, man. But good luck on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they came in the armored trucks and all that shit right there, but you ain't gonna be able to excuse or, you know what I'm saying, be able to use you know what I'm saying, excessive force in this type of situation. Because all that they did was go in there and take your ass out, detain you for, you know what I'm saying, while they search the house and bring you back in. You know what I'm saying? They might have tore up a but they might have tore up a little something inside. You know what I'm saying? But man, this shit is crazy, man. And now news is surfacing of what they gathered inside. Now they say they came out and they had some guns.
Oh,
now we don't know if guns. Yeah, so we don't know if the guns are like who they registered to. You know what I'm saying? Is they registered or are they illegal guns or what? We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they. Well, we don't know because Fed's building the case, so he might have had some that illegal. He might have had some that some legal. We don't know, but and a bunch of tapes. Now, according to sources, it's a whole bunch of tapes with a lot of celebrities, quote unquote, in compromising positions. Yeah, that what the news said. That what the white man said on the news. Celebrities on tapes in compromising positions. What do you think that means, Don Yehuda? You know what I'm saying? Being in a compromising position.
Exactly what it sounds like. Diddy, they over there Diddy bopping.
Man, they got some auto tape where it's supposed to be Meek Mill, the bodyguard of Meek Mill. So these bodyguards and assistants be just coming out they come out the woodwork. Will Smith and Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne, goddamn, Will Smith and
Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin.
You know what I'm saying? All these assistants, everybody assistants and bodyguards. Everybody bodyguards is coming out. You know what I'm saying? That basically assistant, you know what I'm saying? But me old bodyguard say, they Diddy, at a Diddy party. And
check.
He went to go check on him or something, and he get to a door, and all he can hear is a bunch of sound, and he recorded the auto. Now I didn't want to listen to the auto. I didn't listen to it. You know what I mean? But apparently it's just a bunch of yelling. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of sound like a man giving his woman a bunch of pleasure.
No, I did hear that. Man, that thing is crazy.
Yeah, come on up, Will. Come on up, Will. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
The travel Will, come on up, man. You know what I'm saying? You said that StreamYard up and down, you know what I'm saying, to get the damn, you know what I'm saying, thing popping, man. But they say on the tape, you know what I'm saying, you hear a bunch of yelling like you giving your woman the best D in the world. You know what I'm saying? What they say out here, something BBC. Like you giving the best BBC up in the world, man, to them. I mean, and the dude stayed there and just recorded this shit at the damn video. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the door. I wouldn't be able to do it because I can't sit there and listen to, what I know is men behind that door. You know what I'm saying? It's men behind that door, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be sitting there just listening to that. Dunhill, you froze up. You got your auto right? Give me a sound check. Oh, there you go. Hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty over there, so just bear with me.
Man, y'all hit that like button, man. It's an open panel. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? At the Scorn Black Man Podcast. Hilltop Traveling Everywhere. Fire Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe buttons, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all think about it in the chat, man. Come on up. It's an open panel. StreamYard link is in the live chats. Go ahead, brother Don Yehuda.
Hey, can you hear me, bro?
Loud and clear.
Hey, you might have to you see that article? You might have to pull that article up. Because anytime I try to screen share, I get a very bad lag on my end. Let me see if I can go over here and read it real quick. But we see the topic.
Yeah. You'll read it. Did you freeze up, Don Yehuda? Are you looking
Christian
at
Combs, Diddy's son, accused of sexually assaulting and drugging woman in looming lawsuit. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically it says Christian Combs is reportedly being named in a looming lawsuit accusing the rap star of sexually assaulting and drugging a woman. So you see, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? The lawsuit against Combs, the son of embattled rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs, has yet to be officially filed, but is currently in the works, according to attorney Tyrone Blackburn. The identity of Combs' alleged victim has yet to be revealed, and details surrounding the reported lawsuit are sparse. While Combs has yet to address the allegations directly, he recently shared a post on social media that read, "Stop the blue cap emoji," although he didn't give context to what or whom he was referring to. So so we see that even among,
you ain't see in the right hand corner, you the dude you just were talking, you know what I'm saying, who I just asked you what his name was, who I said he was his nephew. That was the article talking about.
Oh, for real? Oh, yeah, I seen his face. I didn't look at what the article said, though. You want me to bring it back up?
Yeah, you know, so you can bring it up and read it, you know what I'm saying? If because the shit is like you know what I'm saying, he probably got more details, but you know, basically what I just told you, you know, earlier, man, he sent his nephew there to be an intern, you know what I'm saying, and because they might not bring it back up, because I don't know if it was a part of an ad or whatever, but he said, hold on, here you go. Yeah, let me see.
This is Bob.com for anybody that want to
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Torre says Diddy terminated his cousin.
Torre says Diddy terminated his cousin's. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, because you know what I'm saying? It's a little lag, but go ahead. You can read it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if I'm lagging, you can go ahead and read it. I just scroll up slow for you.
Okay, it says Torre says Diddy terminated his cousin's internship after refusing to sleep with him. You know what I mean? And that's what I just told you. I thought it was his I think I said his nephew, but his cousin. You know, I can't see that right there though, Daniel. That's too small for me to see.
All right. It says Sean Diddy Combs has been accused by Torre of rescinding an internship from his younger cousin after the intern declined Combs' alleged sexual advance to stay the night with him. On Wednesday, March 27th, Torre appeared on Joy Reid's The Readout, where he recalled a personal experience involving himself, a family member, and Combs that he says left him disturbed at the time. The renowned journalist and author, who has covered Combs and his artists throughout his career, shared an instance in which he reached out to the Bad Boy founder in hopes of securing his younger cousin as an internship with him, which Combs obliged. "I know this man well enough to call him and say, 'Hey, I need a favor,'" Torre said of Combs. "This might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and said, 'Hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire as an intern.' However, Torre says that his cousin mysteriously stopped working with Combs a few months after with no explanation. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. I spoke to my family member like, 'What happened?' And they wouldn't say. While the family member was initially mum on what led to him ending his professional relationship with Combs, he eventually admitted to Torre that Combs gave the cousin an ultimatum to spend the night with him or have his internship terminated. Quote, Puff had said, 'Come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. Take that, take that, take that,' Torre alleges. And the intern said, 'Absolutely not.' And the internship ended. From there, I was like, oh, this is how it goes? Okay.
So to hear that things went even further with potentially, allegedly, with many other people, we feel like we've seen this coming. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that one right there. Take that, take that, take that. And look, he pointing out in the crowd, take that, take that, take that.
Man.
No
That's
Diddy,
some
man.
crazy shit. Man, that's some crazy shit, man. I like to welcome, man, travel with Wilf, the Wilf Traveler. What's going on, brother Wilf?
What's up, Hilltop? What's up, guys? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on
Nothing
now?
much, man. We just diving into this P. Diddy situation, man. Pause, man. But we just cover this thing, man, because it's relevant to the community, because our community need to know that we just can't be following all these. You know, they idolizing all these celebrities, but they don't know what they're doing to get this type of fame and to get the money. You know what I mean? And they corrupting our community. You know what I'm saying? Of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, all you got to do. I tell my nephew this because my nephew wanted to be a Disney cat, you know, and I said over my dead body, and I had to pull his tail because he wasn't recognizing. And you know, I was telling him about Benny Medina. Everybody in the industry know about Benny Medina. And as you know, Benny Medina is why Will Smith is who he is. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is actually Benny Medina's story. And if you watch Quincy Jones tell you the whole, really what happened. It is an interview where Quincy Jones tells you how Will Smith got the job and Benny Medina's involvement. And there's actually a whole bunch of other stuff on YouTube that shows you their relationship, you know? And and it's not a secret that Benny Medina is an openly gay man in Hollywood. He's a very powerful gay man in Hollywood, right? So I say all that to mean that, you know, this is practical. This is practical. This is what goes on. This is part of the initiation, the rituals, all that esoteric shit that they do out there. You know, that's the Baphomet. That's the Baphomet out there. I don't know how deep Hilltop want to go into all this, but you know, but that's what that place is. If you ever been to LA, I've been to LA. I used to be a filmmaker, and I realized I wasn't going to get that far because I'm not a homosexual. I like women. I like producing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a playboy.
Right.
I realized I wasn't going to get that far out there. But if you ever been to LA, you will find, if you are real bro, like if you're a real black man, a real man, you'll find LA to be one of the most creepiest fucking places you can ever visit. That Hollywood scene, you will find it. You'll get a vibe, you'll get an aura on you that it's a creepy fucking place. Everybody you meet out there in the industry is weird, funny style. I was meeting dudes and I was like, I could see they kind of sussy and they kind of like calling me at like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, you're not my nigga. What the fuck you calling me at 2 a.m. in the morning to talk about? What the fuck is going on? You know? So it's like that. They will get you. They will get you if you weak minded. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we know the truth. We know the truth. I mean, Kanye tells you the truth. A lot of cats tell you the truth. We just don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? We just want to. But yeah, none of this Hollywood shit is organic. What do I mean by that? I mean that it's not based on your talents. It's not those talents, but it's based on your talents. It's not just not those talents. You know what I'm saying? But none of it is organic. Nobody's not giving you nothing for something. Nobody's giving you something for nothing. You know?
Right. And the boxer, I don't know y'all seen it. The boxer Ryan Garcia, he been in the going viral for saying that he got invited to one of those elite like Skull and Bones type shit, like by all these elite Hollywood motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? One of those secret societies.
Secret society. That wouldn't be Skull and Bones though. There's a couple of secret societies. Right. Skull and Bones is not West Coast though. They are more that's more like the people who run America. That's one of the secret societies, the people who run America. Like most of our presidents come from Skull and Bones.
Yeah. It wasn't Skull and Bones. It was one of them high. One of the other ones.
Yeah, one of the other ones. Yeah, they have one.
It was the Bohemian Grove.
They might have worked for Moloch or whatever, but anyway, they they had him. They took him out there. And he said they I don't know, they tied him up, but they made him watch them kill. I'm not have sex with babies, right? Little kids and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all been hearing him talk about that because he was on the damn what that thing that Whack 100 be on?
I don't
the little
know.
site he be on, you know what I'm saying, doing his little talking all the time. What that site called?
Vlad TV? Vlad TV?
No. That everybody
World
use
Star?
that little who?
No,
World
it's not
Star?
World Star. It's
No. The little thing,
it's the chat app that everybody be on.
yeah,
I
the
forget
chat
the
app.
name of it right
What's
now.
the chat app that everybody be using?
Oh, you mean Clubhouse? Clubhouse?
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't been on Clubhouse
he was
ever.
on. Yeah, thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He was on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
My man, Andrew Tate, and so Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So and Ryan Garcia was just going in, like, I mean, man, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck, man. And Andrew like, hey, man, you know, you might want to be quiet because you're telling a whole lot of information, man, and it leads to elites. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, here goes
He do nothing to me, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I seen them, man, they were fucking kids in front of me, man, and doing this right here, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to risk it all to die.
here goes the thing. Here goes the thing. It's not really a secret. It's not really a secret anymore. You know, it's not a secret anymore. It's just that they don't want to have certain people. You know what? I'll say this because I'm not an insider. You wanna know what's going on? Listen to Dame Dash. Dame Dash names a lot of names, and nobody knows who they are, but they're important people. Dame Dash is good for going on 30 minutes naming names. And I actually looked up some of these people. These are important people. So what's going on is there's other people, like Puff Daddy, he's low on the totem pole. There's other people, Harvey Weinstein, he's low on the totem pole. There's other people that they just don't want you to ever know exist that are out there doing stuff, you know?
Yeah,
if you go to
are not going to be in the limelight.
Yeah, exactly. Never. Behind the scenes people. So, but otherwise, what they do out there is not a secret. What they do out there is not a secret, you know? It's not a secret. So, it's just that they don't want the behind the scenes people to be exposed. That's all. Well,
that's why I said earlier, it's levels to the gatekeeping and to the, you know what I'm saying, and to the, you know what I'm saying, the power, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said P. Diddy and you know, R. Kelly and Jay-Z's and all them like that. They, you know what I'm saying? They just over like, you know, it's levels to it.
Well, what they are, I would consider them not gatekeepers. What those guys are is they're victims. Okay, they're victims. They're participants. They don't have no. See, okay, let me break down to you because I like the title. The title was interesting. Guilty until proven innocent. Which is interesting, but what's really going on is this, okay? We know, and you can check this out. There was Jeffrey Epstein, right? There was Harvey Weinstein. There was another sex cult. There was a sex cult called it begins with an N, some weird name, right? They was recruiting white women on this executive coaching shit and turning them into whores, okay? So all of these things got exposed. Now you got to understand that the black man is probably like we're the judges. Our role, the human, the Asiatic man, our role is to judge this society. That's what we are. We're the judges, right? So when these other men get exposed to their perverse nature, if it's always them, then they start to really be identified for who they are. So every once in a while, they got to throw one of us into the mix, i.e. R. Kelly, i.e. somebody else. They went after Russell. But the problem is that they don't even understand that no black man really has that much power to coerce someone to do things for them, sexually or otherwise, right? We don't have that much power. Someone can say, I'll just go to the white man and do whatever they want and get a better deal or whatever the case may be. So what happens is they're just trying to balance it out, like balance the book, so to speak. Like say, it's not all white dudes doing this. It's the black men too. That's what this is all about for me.
So basically what you're saying is this is kind of a perverted way of affirmative action.
Yes, basically, yeah. Because they've done it with Russell Simmons, right? They did it with R. Kelly, and now they're just doing it with Sean Puffy Combs. But one problem with Sean Puffy Combs, and I hate to use this comparison, but he's technically like Michael Jackson. He technically, if he wasn't a ghetto child, he would technically be on the level of Michael Jackson. And as far as his influence in the world, right? So that's why he's not really he's not really hemmed up all the way yet. Will they be able to get him? I don't think so. I don't think they'll be able to get him because the way the nexus works. But what they want to try to do is find a black man who has enough power and has enough influence to say to someone, just like you read in the article, if you don't like what you read in the article, right? This what they don't understand because they're so out of reality with the facts about where we at as black men in the world. What you're talking about is a fucking internship, right?
Uh-huh.
They get people to do some shit for them and say, I'll make you like a fucking Britney Spears, or I'll make you a fucking what's the famous actress? I'll make you a fucking whatever the famous white actress is. Like think about what he's offering.
Angela Lee. You make it Angela Lee.
Yeah, Angela Lee. Yeah, I'll make you an Angelina Jolie, right? This nigga Puffy saying, stick with me and you get an internship. There ain't no fucking money in that, right? But a white dude could say, hey, I'll get you $30 million a movie right now and put you in the next big Marvel movie. You be the new Marvel girl. You see what I'm saying? So they so removed from reality that even when they try to do the perverse affirmative action, it sounds fucking ridiculous because everybody knows that the right white girl can go to Hollywood, get off the bus, and in 12 hours be a fucking star. Literally. Be paid, be a star. If she jumps in bed and she plays the game right, she's a star, right?
Let me real quick and just throw this on y'all brain cap for a minute. Just think on this for a minute, right? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I want to bring this out because you just said you don't think Diddy's going to get caught up on this, even though all of the allegations, the accusations, the public opinion, right? So what if Diddy or his handlers or his constituents actually threw this out there to get the probe to see what's going on? It comes back unfounded. So now if any other accusations or allegations come up, they will not spend the money to investigate it because now they wasted all the taxpayer money, which would then give them the green light to continue doing any sex trafficking, any abuses, whatever that's going on if he's the gatekeeper.
Okay, well let's look at it like this, right? That's a good point. Let's look at it like this. First off, this shit does not start or end with P. Diddy. Okay?
No.
So whether he gets thrown in the penitentiary, it's not going to end. Right?
Well, you know who's a pupil of, right? Clive Davis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this doesn't start and end with him at all. Now, the reason why I say they just really pretty much blowing smoke up his... Well, okay, let me say this first. As far as the world is concerned, the way things work, especially for black men, he's always going to be guilty. Okay? There's no way he ever's going to be exonerated. It's like with OJ. People say OJ killed these people, but technically he didn't do it. So, and I know there's an argument about he did do it among our kind, but hear me out though. If we can let a racist cop murder someone and the cop gets off, and then people will say, "Oh, he didn't do it," but then if we get off, we still did it. How is that not a hypocrisy, right? So for P. Diddy, he's never going to ever be seen as innocent, right? He's never going to be seen as exonerated, right? That's just not going to happen. But the next thing that's going to happen, the reason why it's going to be hard to get him on this is because he's entitled to a trial. Like Young Thug. Young Thug is getting a trial, fighting for his life, right? P. Diddy's going to get the same trial. It may take 2 years. It may take 3 years. It's going to be thousands of witnesses. It's going to be A-list celebrities. I mean, people lost their shit over Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and that was a small state trial. So you can imagine in a federal trial, right? That's how big it's going to be. And there's always technicalities. There's always a technicality or two that can be manipulated to kill the prosecution. So I think what they're doing is, I think they just trying to do that perverse affirmative action, blow some smoke, but I don't think there's any fire. Like, they have to find a body. They have to find him. They have to wake up next to a body and have photographs of that. That's how hard it have to be. This shit, because remember, federally, and I tell people this, especially on the federal level, and we know this as black men. I mean, let's be honest. You can be accused of anything by the state or the government and not do anything. You can be accused of anything at any time. It doesn't matter. They can accuse you of anything. We know people get railroaded, framed, trumped up charges all the time. I'm not saying what he's doing is right. I'm just saying that I don't think it'll go beyond this hoopla, this little distraction that is going on right now. I don't think it's going to go beyond that. You know, I don't think it's going to go beyond that.
Okay, let me play this little clip from this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug real quick.
Yeah, for everybody that's watching and tuning in, definitely like, share, and subscribe to Scorn Black Man Podcast. Also tune in to Fire Talk Radio Podcast. Do the same over there. And my man Travel Wolf. If you got a channel, I see it say the Winner Circle. Definitely go over to the Winner Circle. Check out the channel's
the Travel Wolf. I'm sorry. The channel's the Travel Wolf.
Oh, the Travel. Okay, definitely. Tune into the brother's channel. Go over there, like, share, subscribe, because I know you got some good content over there.
The most iconic music figures in our lifetime, Sean Combs, has issued a statement where he rails about character assassination and how he has been mistreated. Let me tell you, as a crime victim myself, he doesn't know his rear end from a hole in the ground. If he's talking about his character assassination.
Now, let me say this. I'm kind of having a change of heart about this Diddy lawsuit. Because I know we like to laugh at Meek Mill. We like to poke fun at some of his male victims. But they are alleging that Diddy had hidden cameras all over his head. Last thing you remember is you doing a toast with Diddy. And then you wake up doing a Diddy host. But who said, let's say we see Diddy right there. Did you hear no more? Because Nancy Grace came on air and said there's over 100 hours of evidence of Diddy doing wrong. Take a listen to this news clip. Let's go.
According to sources, there are literally hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of hours of surveillance video of Sean Combs and his staff committing wrongdoing.
Wait, stop it right there. Did you hear what Nancy Grace said? She said there's over 100 hours of video evidence of Diddy and his staff doing wrong. Now, what exactly do that mean? Because just because they got evidence of Diddy in video form don't really mean it's against the law. Don't really mean it's illegal. Let's say they confiscated Diddy electronics. Let's say we see Diddy tearing up some ass, right? He's going to Pound Town with another dude. The dude is hollering and screaming at the top of his lungs. Some people might find that wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Diddy, you shouldn't be living that type of lifestyle. But is it illegal? And that's the issue I think a lot of people gonna have. Because they can confiscate all the evidence they want. They can take his videotapes, they can take the cameras. But the thing I'm concerned with, how are you gonna determine, how are you gonna differentiate what's legal and what's not? Because all Diddy gotta say, yes, that's me tearing up some ass. Yes, he's giving it to me. But who says I'm assaulting the guy? You hear him screaming. You see him throwing it back. So how can you guys charge me with anything? The feds can say, well, he's under the influence. Diddy can say, I was too. We got high together. And then I went to Pound Town. Right? Now, if they find videotapes of the things Cassie accused them of doing, Diddy holding people down, taking it, they trying to run away from room in the room, he chasing niggas down and bending them over, then you can say Diddy is doing wrong. But if it's just videotapes of Diddy engaging on man action, we can't really say it's illegal if the dude ain't really trying to fight Diddy awful. The only time we can say it's illegal if we see the dude inebriated, somebody passed out, somebody unresponsive, and Diddy just going to Pound Town. But if the dude is alert, if the dude is engaging in it, it's going to be pretty hard to say, hey, Diddy, that's illegal what you did in that video. Y'all get my point? But let's continue.
Okay, I think he did a little bit too much with that, but he did a little bit too much.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Now he made some great points, man. Where he killed when you say, you know what I'm saying, going to Pound Town, not the Pound Town, boy.
Yeah, throwing it back. Throwing it back. He seemed to know a little bit too much about that. I don't know how you know how they do anything. I don't know how they do anything. I don't want to know. He know too much about it. Throwing it back. What the fuck was that?
You know, niggas like to get above and beyond the Call of Duty with that shit, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cut to the Chase TV, man. But Cut to the
I'm
Chase.
I'm just saying that, you know what the thing about it is? Just see, here we go again with this shit, man. That this what black people do that I don't like. They try to say, like, they try to get objective about the law, but they're not in control of the law. The law, breaking the law, is whatever the white man wants it to be. That's it. You spit, you jaywalk, you stand still. Is breaking the law for us is whatever the white man wanted to be. That's it. It could be filming sex acts without a permit in that county. That's breaking the law, right? So even if all the sex is consensual, if he's filming it without a permit, well, guess what? He broke the law. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just how you got to look at it. It's whatever they want the law to be. You know, that's how it is. It don't matter. Those details don't matter.
On them tapes, you know what I'm saying? They say they got hundreds, if not thousands of hours of, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. That's what the enemy says. We don't know what they have, you know what I mean?
Right. You know what I'm saying? But where there's smoke, there's a little bit of fire right there, you know what I'm saying? Because they did say they confiscated a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, surveillance, Diddy surveillance, house surveillance stuff, and tapes of personal tapes, because that's why they knew that he wasn't home. They want to make sure he wasn't home when they bust up in there, because they want to check all the secret compartments and, you know what I'm saying, to make sure, hey man, you can't hide them these tapes.
I'm gonna say this because I have.
We can't hear you. You muffled out. Like soon you start talking, something going on with your sound.
I'm gonna say this because I have to kind of.
Damn, he dropped off. Shit, come right back on. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on with your thing. But Don Yehuda, man, you compromising positions, man. Something going on with the thing. Wilf, it says device not connected. Try it again, Wilf. Don Yehuda, you still there, brother? Don Yehuda want to go fill up his glass, man. But you know, getting caught in compromising positions. But the man may try one more time, Wilf, because it's saying device not connected. But man, Mailman 17 says it's just a smear campaign to stop him from making money of his likeness. Diddy never going to see jail time because jail time don't be fooled. It's the powers that be putting Diddy in his place. I mean, you know, they put him in his place right now. I mean, but what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They put him in his place when he say, all right, daddy, pause. You know what I'm saying? White zaddy. You know, I learned my lesson. Is they gonna make him keep doing all the perverting and all the sex trafficking and all the, you know what I'm saying, devil worshiping witchcraft that he's done been doing? Yeah, try it again now, Will. Let me see. Y'all believe them tapes? There's no evidence. I mean, like Cut to the Chase TV say, you know what I'm saying? If it's just some tapes of Diddy just, you know, going to Pound Town on some, you know, some men, and you know what I'm saying, and ain't nobody raping, and there's no forcing, there's no tapes of him or people putting drugs and champagnes and stuff like that. Well, they don't got nothing but some regular sex tapes. You know what I'm saying? All they can do is hope the people say, you know, oh man, he recorded me without my permission. And, I mean, I don't know what they could charge him with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's no federal case, but you know, maybe so, maybe not. You know what I mean? Yeah,
No,
go
and
ahead,
also, Mailman 17. I don't know when you came in, but when we first started off the show, we said allegedly. We don't necessarily subscribe to the whole narrative that he's guilty. That's why the whole title is Guilty Until Proven Innocent, because everybody's already saying he is guilty without even a shred of evidence. All we have really is accusations, rumors, and everything in between. So we really don't know if the brother had anything to do as far as what they're talking about. But we know at these parties, it's pretty much a who's who, and people going to do what they do. You can't control what another man or woman do, you know, to entertain themselves at these public events or even these private events. You know, if any one of us, I'm pretty sure we all either have thrown a house party, a club party, or something to that effect. You can't control everybody that comes into that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You might mess around and go to the next room or to the corner of the establishment and see something going on that you don't necessarily subscribe to. But yeah, we don't think that the brother is guilty. But what we're doing is highlighting just the year after year, decade after decade of multiple people, you know, saying what they said, like Exhibit, Cassie, Kim Porter, Keefe D, Reggie White, Suge Knight, you know, so many others, Shine, Mace, you know, he's
Mark Curry.
Yeah, so
Mark Curry.
Yeah, so many people. So what the brother is saying is where there's smoke, it may be fire, and it might not be most of what is being accused of, but they're going to throw, or there's enough stuff thrown at the ceiling that something may stick. We may see Diddy get, you know, caught up in something, and it might not be any legal charges, but it might be an exposure of him and his lifestyle choices. It might verify, just like with the Dwight Howard. You know, he was riding that fine line between is he gay, or should I say, is he, you know, same sex or not? And then when that lawsuit came up and that accusation, his lawyers inadvertently verified what his lifestyle preferences and choices were, you know, in rebuttal to what the victim said happened. They said that pretty much he is bisexual. So we might see this happen with Diddy.
Oh yeah. Oh, and check this out. Speaking of, you talking about Dwight Howard, right?
Yes.
And speaking of Dwight Howard and it's in this P Diddy situation, damn man. Like I watched in DJ Academics, he had somebody on there talking. It was Academics or somebody, and they was like they was at a Diddy party and seeing Dwight Howard dressed up in a pink dress. I swear you can't make this shit up. Now, I don't know how true it is. I wasn't at the Diddy party, Diddy bopping, but these ladies coming out and said, "Yeah, man, I was at a Diddy party, man, and I was there, and Dwight Howard was in a pink dress, man."
Yeah, he was in his Rodman vibe. He was definitely
Matter of
vibing
fact,
to
it's
that
a
Rodman.
dude that Cam Capone TV, the little podcast. He interviewed this dude called some kind of Sun OG big dude or whatever the hell he is. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, man, you know, I've been to Diddy parties, man. He said, man, I seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress. Now, how true it is, I don't know, but it's kind of funny though. You know what I'm saying? But he said he seen him there in a pink dress, man. I mean, Diddy parties, you know what I mean?
Dang.
So Diddy gonna have to come out. Speaking of Dwight Howard, he had to come out, you know, through that, but when people interview him, he still don't want to admit that he messed with me. And he'll just say, man, who I put my rod in, what I do with my rod, man. Y'all weird, man. Nah, you weird if you sit here forcing men down and
performance fellatio.
Performing fellatio, giving them BJs, your big 6'10" ass holding men down and bobbing for apples on them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So the same thing in this situation, Diddy probably gonna have to admit, because one thing about it, I mean, shit. Hell, all these things. Diddy, man, yeah, I think anything come out of this, he got to be messing with men. Like it ain't no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, he might not be guilty of sex trafficking and, you know, messing with underage girls and, you know what I'm saying, and abuse or whatever the hell they all saying he did, you know what I'm saying? But one thing he is accused, I mean, damn, well, they breaking it out. So he probably gonna have to somewhat down the line, like you say, admit to him being a homosexual or bisexual through the legal system, you know what I'm saying, because of this case.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna say he's one of those new ones. You know, they got new ones now. It's not just homosexual
what's
and bisexual. They got some new shit. What was it? They got some
pansexual, pansexual, and all that
some
shit
like that. Yeah, some shit like yeah. They got some shit like it don't matter. They got some shit like it don't matter what you are. Like you could be anything, and I'm attracted to you. Like they got some shit. Man.
Animal.
Yeah.
Doesn't that fall under polyamorous? Is that like polyamorous or something like that?
No, not like that. No, not like that. It's this one thing because what happened? Let me tell you what happened. My nephew, they was teaching him some shit in school, and he came home talking some shit, and I had to check him, and I was like, bro, how the fuck they teaching you this dumb shit in school, and you don't even know no fucking math. You can't even fucking count, but they teaching you this. Don't you see the game being played on you? But it was some shit he said that it means like they like you could like a lesbian, or you could be attracted to a trans, or you could be attracted to.
I think it's called pansexual. It says refers to a person who's emotional,
something like that,
romantic, and or physical attraction is to people of all genders and biological sexes.
Something like that.
Pansexual.
That's what they're gonna do with P. Diddy, because you know, in our community, if a man is bisexual, that's the same as being gay. So it ain't no difference. If you fuck with niggas, you gay nigga.
Right.
It don't make no difference. In our community, it ain't no I tell people, and Hilltop can vouch for this. I tell the Thai women all the time, you never see brothers. There's two things you won't see brothers do in Pattaya. That's be around a lady boy or ride a motorbike together. There's two things you'll never see a nigga do in Pattaya. We ain't riding no motorbike together. We ain't around a lady boys. Because they be riding motorbikes all up each other's butt with each other, you know? So
you know what I'm saying? He said the truth on that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we just have a different way of living. We just have the righteous way of living. We just have the righteous, and that's why we the enemy, because we the only ones really living righteously. Now, have they done what they done to our community and our people? Hell yeah, they done what they done to us. But you know, all that shit we can trace all that shit back to, various forms of our oppression, enslavement, the fucking coming in contact with them. That's where all this shit came from. I think there's a documentary Samuel L. Jackson did where he actually, and you know Samuel Jackson's a little bit fruity too. He's a little bit sussy, you know.
Oh, yeah,
but in the documentary, he actually stated without knowing about it. He did a documentary about the transatlantic slave trade, which I don't necessarily subscribe to. I don't believe in that shit, but he did a documentary about it. And in the documentary, he was talking to the African, and the African was telling him about the sexual abuse. And his comment was like, yeah, so Europeans introduced the Africans to homosexuality. Like, without even knowing he was saying it, he fucking said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the subconsciousness came out his mouth. It's on the documentary. You hear him say it. He says Europeans introduced us to homosexuality. And that's true. That's true. You know? That's what they did to us. That's what they did to us, you know? So, but I was, but I was trying to say before I got cut off, I was trying to say that I got to keep it real, regardless of what the circumstances. So I'll never take any evidence or authority from the enemy, meaning that these people are saying they got all this evidence. I'll do that with Hill.
Damn, every time you try to bring that shit out, boy, you were breaking up. All we could hear is chop, 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 and they cut you off every time, man. Damn, Travel Will, boy, you got the information. They don't want to come out, Travel Will. Goddamn, boy, they don't want to bring that shit out, man. They don't want you to bring it out, Travel Will.
Yeah, they keep cutting me off. See, the AI is cutting me off. Yeah, see, I'll say it one more time. We gotta be on code and say that whatever the enemy is saying is a lie. It don't matter what they say, because they gonna lie on me, they gonna lie on you, they gonna lie on you. So even though we don't like what P. Diddy's doing, and no disrespect to the victims, but if your niggas ain't coming forward, whatever the enemy is saying is a lie. Oh, we got this. Oh, we got that. Oh, we got bodies. Oh, we got heads in the back. Man, fuck you. You're lying. You're the enemy. We ain't even know what you're talking about. Your motherfuckers is the same ones who sat there in the Supreme Court and told Dred Scott because he was in a free state, he's still a slave anywhere in America. That's who we dealing with. We dealing with people who when Dred Scott said, wait a minute, I'm not in a slave state no more. I guess I'm free. They said, nah, it don't matter. You a slave wherever you go. That's who we dealing with.
Hey, to your point, you had said with the Samuel L. Jackson thing, when he basically said that the Africans said that the white man introduced homosexuality to the Africans. Man, I don't know if y'all remember seeing like these little documentaries or whatever, these old documentaries where these white men would have all these little black boys, you know what I'm saying, dressed up in gold glitter and silver glitter, and you know what I'm saying, with little lipsticks that be butt ass naked around the whole body, and be, you know what I'm saying, gold dust and silver dust, and they have lipstick on them and all kind of shit. And they were just prepping these boys to be, you know what I'm saying, for buck breaking. Little boy, I mean, it's documentary. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, see, they was already prepping the black mind, putting that in the gene, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a little DNA, that little gay homosexual thing in the gene. So then hundreds of years later, they got you in positions of entertainment, and now they can put that, you ever got a homosexual gene in you, and now you can implement that and make all your people be homosexuals and not produce.
But you know, they know that when they have us involved in these things, it's to our detriment. Just like the brother said earlier, that, you know, we are the ones that's designated to judge the world. We are supposed to be the light to the world. We're supposed to be the trendsetters. We're supposed to be the motherfucking beacon to the world. So when they got us tied up in all of this frivolous nonsense, this immorality, they're able to accuse us. They're able to take the limelight off of themselves and accuse us and say, see, the ones that's supposed to be in front are the ones that's doing all of the damn dirt. That's why they put us as the face of every crime. Yet we're the least populated race in the country. So when you read stuff like in the scripture, because all this stuff is written, for those that's enlightened and illuminated, when you read the ancient scriptures, it tell you like in Judith chapter 5, verses 17 and 18, that if we're doing righteousness, if we're prospering and doing the right thing, we always on top. We always in rulership. We always creating the environment that's going to be the thing to do. But when we not doing that, this is what we see right now. We see all the fuckery and the buffoonery and all this shit that's going on in the world right now,
Yep. That's the truth. And and that's what I mean, but the thing is that they have to, what you're talking about, Hilltop, is called epigenetics. Epigenetics is a scientific theory that proves so much trauma to a person, it changes their DNA. So it is true that they did create homosexuality in our DNA through that trauma, through the enslavement. And I'll go one step further and say this. That this is why I don't really subscribe. This is one of the reasons why I don't subscribe to the transatlantic slave trade. What this was really all about was the black woman, the black female. They couldn't get black women to choose them, so they had to enslave them so that they could be with them. They had to force this upon them, right? I always say like this. I'm gonna get real raw here in a minute. You think about what it was to be enslaved as a female, and they kind of did a whole documentary about this on Netflix, but they did it from the zaddy perspective. They didn't really go in there raw enough for me, They kind of try to romanticize it and kind of add their little fucking sick little spin on it. But think about it like this: you had this European man who we know puts the European woman on a pedestal so high that she's probably higher than the divine, right? But having that possession, having that prize wasn't enough for him. So in the middle of the night, when she's asleep, he sneaks out and scurries on down to the slave quarters and takes him an enslaved woman and rapes her. And then without wiping his dick off, goes back to his house and puts his dick back in his prize. Okay? That's who we dealing with. Okay? You understand that? That's who we dealing with. And because we're property, and again, this is no way disparaging women, but think about it. Because we're property, we're like a cow, a fucking sheep, a fucking piece of furniture. He's going to do that with a piece of furniture, and then go back to his prize, who's higher than the fucking highest of the holies, right? Think about that, right? That's who you dealing with, man. That's who you dealing with. A depraved person.
Good.
Yeah, I'm saying. I told you I was going to get raw because nobody wants to put it like that. They want to go into the buck breaking. They want to go into all this stuff about us. That's cool. But let's keep it real, though. It wasn't really all about that because we was fighting back. We men. Listen, there are 3 movies you got to watch. There's 3 movies you got to watch. You got to watch Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker about Nat Turner.
Great movie, right?
You got to watch Harriet Tubman, and you got to watch this other movie called Alice. This is the reason why I want you to watch these movies. The last 2 movies is a black female freeing the people, but she's celebrated and she's doing it non-violently, right? So in Harriet Tubman, she ain't ever killed nobody, but she getting away with all this property, right? She's stealing money from them, but she ain't ever had to kill nobody, right? She's celebrated. In Alice, they ain't know they was enslaved anymore, but they still behaving like they enslaved until she realizes they're not, and she comes back and rescues everybody, but all she do is tie up her rapist. She shoots her rapist in the leg and ties him up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she does. That's his punishment. Yeah, Alice, yeah. That's some bullshit. That's his punishment, right? But Nate Parker, they beat the shit out of his woman, and he's telling her who done it. I'm gonna kill him. And she's like, no, don't do nothing. So he said, okay, fuck it. I'm going to kill all these white people, right? And at the end of the movie, they punish him by death, right?
Right.
Think about that, right? Let that soak in, because that's where we at. But I
She
don't
wanna
believe so much with a lot of
the black woman spared the
yeah,
white man, but the white man
yeah,
ain't spared the
exactly.
goddamn black.
Exactly. And I don't believe it was that much buck breaking. It was enough, but they always want to put it like you got to remember they're using our women to emasculate us, right? They're using our women to emasculate us. So they was over there getting raped, but we over here getting raped too. But the thing is, we was fighting back. We was fighting back. You
Hey,
know, they
Travel
don't want to.
World.
They don't want. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you subscribe to the book called the Willie Lynch letter?
Yeah, hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. I really Lynch is the truth. That's the truth. Hell fucking yeah. I subscribe to all that. The ISIS papers, all that. That's the truth. I mean, like I had an argument with these white women because he was talking about enslavement. And I don't know why they thought they knew more about it than me. And they was talking about how we were chained up. And I was like, chained up? There was no fucking chains, not no physical chains. There was a mental chain. There was a mental chain in that and it still is today. There's a mental chain that this person is not human. This other person that's over you is not human. So you're afraid to act. You're afraid to do anything to them, right? That's how it was. Can you imagine how that must have been like this person is going to beat you to death and you ain't supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to get beat up. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. That's a mental chain. This person telling you ain't free. Like, it's not like the crazy thing about enslavement, the crazy thing about all of this is that we haven't come to the reality that these people are exactly like us. They got arms and legs and breathe air and all the shit that we do. They don't fly around and they're not immortal. You know what I'm saying? But we treat them like that. We treat them like that. We give all our power to them. We give all our power to them. We don't do anything. We don't say, if I hit him, he'll fall. We say, if I hit him, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Man, you keep hitting him. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to believe. We don't want to believe the reality. So yeah. Why did you ask me that? By the way, if I may inquire, why did you?
Because I mean, you're making a bunch of great points, and I don't. You know, this is my first time actually interacting with you, brother. You know, it was a pleasure meeting you tonight and listening to what you were saying. I'm just from the persuasion from a different. I don't know. I don't want to say that because I don't know what your beliefs are, but you know, a lot of things you're saying in the Israelite community have been said and is still being said to this day. Like a lot of the things that you referenced as far as slavery, the buck breaking, you know, the other nations that came against us and did that. A lot of these things is mentioned in Deuteronomy chapter 28. If you read like 15 through 68, you can clearly see, you know, once you compare it to history, who that exactly happened to. So, you know, listening to you, and I tell people a lot of times that, you know, when you know your history, when you observe, read, educate yourself on these things, you can see clearly in the writings of old how things are still the same to this day and how it validates what we might think is spookism, what we might think is a myth or so forth, you know, is unfounded. But then when you read it and you're actually a student of historicity, you see that these things are actually exact and right. And so just listening to you, that's why I asked you that, because in that book, for the viewers who might not know, it's an instruction manual to the slave owners on how they can implement slavery for about 1,000 years. And it was a process of how you put that into motion. You would, you know, take layers, the onion layers, and you would have like old against young, dark against light skinned, house nigga against field nigga, man against woman, son against daughter, so forth and so on. So you just have all of these various layers that'll be pitted against one another. So then, in effect, on paper, which actually became reality, those people would then eat their selves, so to say. They would implode upon their self. And so this is what we're seeing today. And that's why I was talking about that to Hilltop earlier. When you look at the comment section, just like Mailman 17 was saying, and like yourself was saying, that you'll see a divide in the comment sections. Some people are rooting for the downfall of Diddy. Others are saying what you are saying, like, I don't believe nothing they're saying. They got to bring the facts, nothing but the facts. And that's how it should be. We shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent. We all should be innocent until proven guilty. But if the evidence do come out, then yes, that's when we ostracize a brother or sister for the foulness that they have done. But we also have to remember this, though. And all the nonsense of fuckery that we might do, we still have to have the ability to have redemption. We still have to have the ability at some point. That don't mean everybody gonna love you, like you, or fuck with you after that. But a person has to be given the ability to redeem themselves, because we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? What you were saying, brother, was spot on.
Oh, thank you. Well, yeah. I mean, that's how we got to be across the board, because this could be. Listen. This is not about Diddy. Diddy is so people want to make it like, he's a big deal, but this ain't about him. He's so irrelevant to this. This could be any one of us. This could be any hardworking black PhD man who says something somebody didn't like, wrote a paper, stood up for his son, did something slighted. This could be any one of us. That's why I say across the board, we cannot ever acknowledge whatever the enemy is saying. The enemy lives in lies. Whatever they saying, we can't never. You know how I know OJ. This is my subjective belief here. This is how I say OJ ain't kill those two people. This is how I say it doesn't make any sense. The human body has 8 pints of blood. So times 2, that's like 16 pints of blood. And we know that he damn near cut the head off for one person almost, right? So how does a man drenched in blood go sit in the car and drive back home? And when they find the car don't smell like blood. The car seat ain't covered in blood, right? It's totally clean. And they find a couple of splatters on the door of his blood, actually, not even their blood, right? They found a couple of splatters on. But once people said, "Oh yeah, we know he did it," why? Why you know he did it? Because he's black? We've seen this happen again with Jonathan Majors, right? Jonathan Majors running from his girlfriend. His only crime, breaking up with a white woman. But he was guilty, right? They talk about Jesse Smollett. They say Jesse Smollett ain't get attacked. But how many white people did they interview? How many white suspects did they bring in? They just walked in there and said, "Oh, we know he ain't do it." And you know what the funny thing about that is? Yeah, they knew he didn't do it because they didn't sanction it. But ain't nobody gonna talk about that. You see what I'm saying? That's how they knew it was nobody, because they was calling like, hey. Oh, y'all ain't do nothing to him? Okay, yeah, we know you lying. You know, because they was calling the claim. That's how they knew he really didn't do it. But the point is that whenever we do something, they don't want to take our word for it if we say it's them doing something to us. But whenever it's us doing something to ourselves, or someone says we did something to them, everybody takes their word for it. And that's the problem I have. And I'm saying across the board, we got to be careful with the dangerous precedent we set, because the world is watching. You don't think what they doing to Diddy right now don't impact brothers living in Pattaya, living in Colombia, living in Brazil? You don't think that don't impact us?
Right.
It does a lot. It impacts us a lot. It impacts us a lot, because these people is on. Man, I got a little Thai friend. When I tell you, she spends so much time on TikTok, and I know what she's watching. She's watching this shit. Oh, they treat the black people like that. Oh, this guy. And Hilltop, it'd be funny to walk into 808 tonight and see how many people is dancing to Diddy songs, right? See how many people is dancing to Diddy songs, and they talking about, yeah, I want him to go to jail. But that's just I was thinking about this today. Really, I really was, especially in the YouTube travel community, and I was like saying to myself, among the YouTube travel community, all we really show in the world is that the metaphor of us being crabs in a barrel is fucking true. That's all we've done, is put on a stage where we show that we're crabs in a barrel. And then now you got people talking about, I knew Diddy was gonna come down sooner or later, caring for another man's downfall. And it's just perpetuation of that, crabs in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? That's all we do. They done did this with Bill Cosby. The lady that got Bill Cosby put in jail, she was a lesbian for the last 30 years, right? They did this with Bill Cosby. So I'm saying we gotta. This can be any one of us, man. This can be any one of us, and we gotta really look at it like that. We ain't gotta emphasize or give him no sympathy, but I'm just saying, if there's some victims, they need to be on YouTube and they need to start telling the story, and they need to provide the dates, the times, what occurred, because otherwise, if we keep allowing them to get away with just what's it called? The court of public opinion. We don't do too well in the court in the court of public opinion. You know what I'm saying? That was the spirit trying to get me to call it a cult. We don't do too well in the court of public opinion. You know, we just don't.
Man, you made a good point earlier when you said, about, our people just believing everything that the damn white man them say. And that's conditioned through the single mother household. Because really, our mothers, the black woman, teach us how to, you know what I'm saying, believe everything them damn honkers say, but don't believe nothing that the black man, you know what I'm saying, tell. And that condition messes us up because we look at them like, oh man, they the smartest people, they the gods, they this right here. And then look at our own people like we ain't shit. Like we don't know shit, we can't learn shit. But we taught everybody in the world everything they damn know. Everybody follows us. But just like the Chinese man say, y'all the coolest people in the world. Everybody follow y'all. Man, everybody want to be like y'all. But y'all so easily divided. Why? Through that damn indoctrination of the whole colonialism.
Like he just said.
All that shit.
The brother just said the Willie Lynch. That's how we divided the Willie Lynch. It's okay. So it's a lot of things. I think I talked to you about this too. It's the Willie Lynch. It's also Deuteronomy, and it's also Numbers. We gotta get into Deuteronomy, and then we gotta get into Numbers, because Numbers is how we get our redemption. Numbers is how we redeem ourselves, right? How we can work towards becoming how you say aligned with each other, right? That's what we have to do. Is we have to go through these steps. But yeah, man, it really, a lot of days I don't like to be a victim. I don't like to have a chip on my shoulder. But a lot of days I really do believe, and I feel that it's us against them. It's us against them, and they don't need us. That's the thing. They don't need you to do anything for them. They don't need you to make them money, give them ideals, anything.
So true, so true. Brothers, unfortunately, I have to sign out. But there's definitely
I'm about to close down the show. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Final thoughts, Don Yehuda. I just about to close down the show anyway. Final thoughts, Don Yehuda.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, once again, it was a pleasure being on the panel with you, brothers. I think we had a real good talk and build. Nice meeting you, brother. What's your name, actually, brother?
Travel Wolf. Just call me Wolf. It's fine.
Okay, Travel Wolf. Hey, nice talking to you, brother, on here. One day I was talking to the brother Hilltop. Maybe I'll make my way over to Thailand, man. Come chop it up with you brothers over there. Y'all can show me the sights and the surroundings and everything. But definitely a build. Everybody that's listening in, I hope you got some gems out of this. You're able to take something back from it. Definitely Wasn't our purpose to demonize the brother as far as just saying he's guilty because we don't know that he's guilty. We're just sitting here like everybody else, observing, watching to see what's happening next. And we do know that the establishment uses these tactics, the propaganda, to try to destroy us or bring us down. So with that being said, be smart, be wise, keep your eyes open, your ears open, and don't fall for no nonsense or bullshit out there. With that, I say shalom. Once again, Hilltop is always a pleasure. We're going to get back with it again next week with the next topic. And with that, you brothers stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all again or talk with y'all again.
For sure, shalom.
Yeah.
Hey, Travel Time Wolf, final thoughts, Travel Time Wolf.
My final thoughts is that this will blow over, and Trump will come back. Trump 2025. We got bigger problems than who Diddy bopping. We got bigger problems than that.
Right.
Bigger
Man,
problems.
my final thoughts.
Trump 25.
Innocent until proven guilty, but we gave y'all the guilty to prove innocent question mark, because that seemed like that's what goes on when it comes down to our people. We want to bring out certain things that was going on with the case, certain, things, and see what the public opinion was. It's very funny, very entertaining, but very educational at the same time. I'm gonna leave y'all off with a music video. Peace, love, and hair grease. Shalom to you all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here with the champ. Thank you, Hilltop. Yeah. Yo, this is a good dude, by the way. He hooked up with the champ. He's showing us love, showing us how to maneuver. We appreciate you. You the champ. Hilltop.
Oh, yeah, man. You already know, man. You already know.
Salam Sejahtera, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome on board a Malaysia Airlines flight MH4 from Kuala Lumpur to London. My name is Alif Yoska, your co-pilot, with me on the flight.
I fell asleep in Jamaica, woke up in Puerto Rico. I'm talking business with my amigo. Yeah, this shit here easy like a free throw. Bad screaming Hilltop every time I land. In South Asia with a bad thing from Thailand. You know I am, they know I'm the man. I'm not Dominican, but I know Republicans. I know some Africans, I know some Mexicans. Boy, I'm even plugged in way in Pakistan. Got a bad thing waiting on me in Barcelona. She say, where you coming from? I told her Arizona. I'ma push up on her when I leave Cambodia. Then we gon' fly to Jamaica and we gon' roll it up. Then we gon' smoke it up. Then we gon' hit the scene. Ain't no telling where we going, probably the Philippines. Or maybe Costa Rica, or maybe Vietnam. No matter where we go, baby, we going down. And don't you worry about nothing, cause you know I'm on. I got it on me like a racket, this a desert storm. I'm just a Southside baby. You can name a place, but Hilltop done been though. I'm with the dream team, you know we going crazy. All around the world, I'm in there, well.